Ladies and gentlemen, this content is brought to you by Frankel and Frankel, the best personal injury lawyers in the DFW. If you get into an accident or get hit by a truck, call the Frankels immediately. Because if you call the insurance company, they're going to try to get over it. If you call your mama, she going to panic. You need to call the Frankels and they can tell you what to do step by step. And it's free consultation, which makes them different from some of these other law firms because it's always this payment just to talk to somebody. You may talk to a robot. You may get a call center or something like that. If you call the Frankels, 9 times out of 10, you're going to talk to a Frankel. Let me tell you something. Insurance companies do not like these guys. You can go to their website, frankelfirm.com, scroll to the bottom, and you can see some of the wins from their clients and the money that they made. They have 100 years of combined experience, and they used to defend some of these insurance companies. So they took that experience, knowing how they operate, and they're using it against them to help you. Honesty and transparency go a long way. These people don't even charge you for a consultation. They want to talk to you directly. If you're in the DFW area and you've been into an accident, got hit by a car or a truck, sorry that happened to you. But listen, tap in with the Frankels and tell them that Voch sent you. Call the Frankels first, 214-333-3333, or go to frankelfirm.com. And we are back. Today we're looking at Armand Membou from Missouri. He's going to be one of the top offensive line prospects. Say offensive line because some people may be looking at him at tackle. Maybe he'll start off as a guard, but maybe like a full-time right side player. We'll just talk about that. Got some more film coming, so y'all be sure to stay tuned in. Armand Membou, great size, really good athleticism for his size, and you know he could play guard and tackle because of his size. Y'all know I can't stand a small guard, you know. But I'm just gonna run through some of his plays here, and I'm just gonna talk about what makes him good, like some of his different techniques that makes him a really technical pass blocker, and you know one of the things that really put the satin on the panties in the run game. But right now, we're just gonna talk about this easy pass blocking situation. But right now, I just want to focus on his set, his hands, and how he latches on, and how he finishes, okay? So we see him traveling really well, getting to his landmark, cool, boom, but I want y'all to focus on that latch. Bop! What I mean by the latch, right? From when we go from not engaged to engaged, okay? I want you to take a look at his elbow bend. I want you to take a look at his knee bend, his body positioning, things like that, but also look at his hat level as well. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Quickly, bam, and I got hands on you and you really can't move. Now, look, man, this is me. This is me right here. This is old school Voch. I want to see you put both hands on the inside frame and sit your ass down. But this ain't always good because, you know, football has evolved and offensive line hand fighting has evolved. But if there's anything that makes me smile, it's a good old 2-hand to the inside and sit down, drop your butt, bend your knees, put your hat level down and just finish. Love it. And I'll just show you another example here. Once again, versus A&M kids. I always thought the A&M was a good game to show because you got pros all up and down the D line here. But once again, right, getting to his landmark, latching, sitting down, getting in great pass blocking position. But also, too, what's important, check out his patience, right? He's not just, you know, rushing to get his hands inside. He's not fighting or overbearing to get his hands inside. We're going to wait around, patient. Pardon me. Bring it back, patient. And then when you get close to me, fop, get those hands inside, drop our butt, and run our feet, man. You have to play. I want to show you another way that Armand Membou wins. He's going to be doing the outside hand strikes. That right hand strike is a mother. Bam! Get up in there. And look, I'm a Cowboy fan, so watching Tyron Smith all these years just grab children by the neck, this is refreshing here. Membou is going to travel as much as he needs to. He doesn't have to kick really wide because his op isn't really all that wide, right? But he's going to be patient. He's going to keep his hands down, but he's going to strike with the right hand. Now, normally, you know, the last couple of plays we've been seeing Membou 2-hand strike. I really like that he's changing up how he's striking, because if I'm just 2-hand, then you as a defender get a chance to counter my 2-hand. But if I go 2-hand, if I go outside hand, if I go inside hand, you know, I can just change up how I'm attacking you just to keep you guessing. But Shamar Stewart, you know, he's not a nuanced pass rusher at all, so you know he ain't like he got a counter ready to go at all anyway. But at the end of the day, Membou does have different ways to attack you. Right now, right hand strike, boom, gather with the left hand, bam, bend the knees, sit down, stop moving. Here's another one. Membou's gonna set, Boom, boom, boom. Hands, bam, sit down. That's what he. And look, it's very robotic almost, but you want your offensive linemen to have some robotic qualities to them. You want those guys to, be very, very technical and nuanced. And you want everything. Hey, if I down block 10 times, those down blocks are gonna look the same. Those outside hand strikes are gonna look the same. I got another one here. Just another right hand strike for no reason. Just a strike for no reason and sit down. Consistency is key. But let's move on. Now, this is where Membou really puts the nipple on the titty as an outside zone blocker. So if you're a team, you're going to run a lot of stretch, any kind of pin and pull stuff, wide zone stuff. This the man for you. Take a look at him on this play, man. Getting the reach, working to the outside shoulder here. He gets there, boy. And just pop, boom. Starting off square, but we're going to keep working those hips to the outside. Look at the feet here. Hold on, bam, bam, from square, okay? This is as even as it gets. From square, look at him work his hips to keep working outside there, to work that outside leverage. Now, this Missouri team was a disaster around them. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about the other offensive linemen giving up blocks. Don't worry about the receiver not blocking people. Don't even worry about the runner kind of not, just don't worry about nothing around. It's nonsense around Membou. I think they're getting blown out right now. But just worry about Membou's outside reach block. That's a fantastic ass reach block. But let's keep watching. Here's another one, but there's no edge there. Cool. I'm gonna climb. That's good reaching right there. That's some damn good reaching right there. You can't beat that with a stick, ladies and gentlemen. Got the left hand out there just in case 74 gets, beat wide, but he does not. So Membou is gonna take his left hand back. He's gonna climb and he's gonna get to the linebacker and drive his feet. Nice. I showed you a couple plays working outside. What about Membou working inside? Scoop blocking, the same concept, but we're just trying to overtake from 74 to let him climb to the next level. We're gonna get that damn 3-tech and Hey man, listen. It's a good reach block. You turn your back to him. It's a good scoop and reach blocker. You could just turn your back to him, man. Shouts out to Membou, man. Fantastic technique, good athleticism. And not that this is something that I would highlight about Membou's game, but he does have flashes of being able to be just a good drive run blocker. It doesn't happen all the time. But here and there, you can see him get a little square and drive folk. For example, here he's a little tall in this realm, right? Pass blocking, he has some really good knee bend. If we're outside zone blocking, you can afford to be a little taller when you're outside zone blocking because we're working sideways or whatnot. But you really want to get some knee bend when you're kind of base blocking, one-on-one blocking, square blocking, trying to drive guys down the field. You need knee bend to be powerful. In these particular situations, Membou gets a little high, but we do see flashes of him being able to whoop ass. But I think a good coach can work on some knee bend here. Here's another example. Membou just kind of working sideways and then finishing the drive on the end. You can actually see some really good hands. If you take a look, let me see. Run the play, bam. Oh, hey, hold up, my bad. Bam. You'll actually see Membou working to get the left hand under the armpit right here. 1, 2, 3, bam, right there. And you'll see him really get that left hand set, and you'll see him scoop 46. You'll see him take that left hand, scoop him, and then bring his hips, and we get a good little finish because of that, right? Left hand, under, arm, boom, scoop, finish. Solid hand placement there, solid run blocking there, and this partially works because Membou is kind of strong. I want him to get a little stronger, but he has some really good size. So that's why I feel like if he's going to be a tackle, he could be a tackle in all systems. If he's going to be a guard, it's probably going to be a guard in some wide zone system where he gets to work a little more wide and get upfield and overtake, scoop, and reach and things like that. But that's my film session on Armand Membou from Missouri. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Draft is right around the corner. When I say right around the corner, I mean this week. I don't know when you watching, but if you're a team that drafted Membou, shouts out to you, man. Y'all hold it down, man. Until next time, we got more film coming. Salute.